Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down, Snowhawks.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. His kick is good, and the Snowhawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. This is taken at his own 30. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 40-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Toronto 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
On
line.
1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
4 yards.
That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Snowhawks, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Toronto.
play action. He'll set up to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Toronto, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
After that short run. A little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Snowhawks will open up a 9-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3.
He's taken down at the 33.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Covering outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Snowhawks offense ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Gives them a little bit of space out to the 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball. They bring him down for a short gain.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Snowhawks.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Leads to 3rd and
Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Toronto, 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Snowhawks. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Brown. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. First and 10. That is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now
that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Snowhawks are going to get the football at their own 40.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game. Like, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Snowhawks offense headed back to take over once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The Toronto first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. He finds Austin with the grab. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 14-yard line.
Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. That his second TD catch of the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Snowhawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll look deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our tour around the NFL starts now with a divisional battle in the NFC South. And this is the home team's quarterback. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Dragons continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And here's the Falcons wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Falcons with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the New York Giants. And this is the Lions wideout. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts first and 10. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. Second and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll find ground out of the backfield. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Send a man in motion right. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and
now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The Snowhawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And this one is recovered by the defense. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good. a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. It is 3rd and 10. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. On now, it's the punt team for the Snowhawks, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him. Down. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Oh, the ball's out. The defense has it. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The PAT, up and good. And the Snowhawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Looking to throw here on set. Oh, they're running a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The SHawks offense ready to take over once again. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. A nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That one taken in. Touchdown, SHawks. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point is up and through, and the SHawks are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the read, he's going to try and run with it. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. And the defense has a welcome stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Running from the pistol is Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second down, they need 7. Big hitting slant there, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's another 1st down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second TD catch of the season. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tack it on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. On the draw, here's Jones. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. This is 3rd and 6. Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes. Oh, a loose football! And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Snowhawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. You see how the turnover differential has worked in their favor this year. We'll try to get another possession now and build on this lead. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Second and 1 at the 5-yard line.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Snowhawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Yeah! And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The ball comes out. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover, and they will hold on to the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup.
In a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the...
And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Snowhawks offense make their way out to take over once more. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off.
Second and 10.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Snowhawks. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point, up and good. And the Snowhawks will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
This is intercepted. And the Snowhawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
The Snowhawks offense getting set to get back to work, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. We'll try to run some clock here, and they'll start this drive 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive, and he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
So
8.
2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold him to a gain of 2.
7 yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
We're about ready now for the punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for our visitors. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.